Hey everyone, Realtor Josh Kepke with McDonald Realty. Last week in Boxing Land, as I get moving tomorrow, but I did promise I'd give you a follow-up to the monthly market update. So, for detached houses in Greater Vancouver, sales are cooling and new listings are running high. New listings hit record highs this April, surpassing the previous high set in April 2010. Ultimately, as sales slow and new listings increase, this will balance out the market. We see this in the sales to active ratio, which peaked in March at 50% and then fell to 36% here in April. This is indicative of a hot seller's market, but it is slowing. There's more evidence of this when we look to the months of inventory. Months of inventory for sale has now ticked up to 2.7 months of inventory from the 1.7 it bottomed out at in March. Keep in mind that the months of inventory below 3, when it's like that, it's indicative of a tight housing market that favors the seller. That being said, a gradual increase over the next couple of months could be enough to pause house price growth. Speaking of house price growth, detached home prices are now up 21% from last year. This number will move higher over the next couple of months simply because it works on a lag. So while this number will move higher over the next few months, it's quite possible we've already seen the top of the cycle. As I mentioned in the last week's videos, the detached market remains hot, but it's showing early signs of cooling. 1 month is not a trend, but it would not surprise me if a few months from now we look back and we see that February and March were the top of the market. Now, the condo housing market. This is the update for that. It was a great month for condos as they continue to build on their momentum after largely lagging the rest of the market. But that being said, new listings remain persistently strong, arguably keeping prices mostly in check. New listings hit record highs in April, surpassing the previous record set in April 2010. So, record sales, record new listings in the condo market. What does this mean? Let's take a look at the sales to active ratio, which dropped down from March and now sits at 52%, which is a seller's market. The condo market also looks tight when we're looking at total months of inventory for sale. There's just 1.9 months of supply available, which points to still higher prices ahead. And that's exactly what we have. The home price index shows condo prices jumped 6% from last year. Again, this is a lagging indicator. If we look at the average price per square foot, it's up 9%. There's an important distinction I'd like to make though. Unlike the detached or townhome markets where prices are up everywhere you go, as people hunt for more space, it's the pandemic. The growth in condo prices is rather uneven. You know, we all know the narrative. People are flocking to the suburbs and downtown is dead. It's funny because I'm moving out of downtown tomorrow. This is partially true. There's no doubt condo prices the growth is not evenly distributed. Here's the average price per square foot growth by area. Downtown Vancouver, prices up 2.6%. Burnaby, 7.6%. North Van, 10.6%. Langley, 12%. Surrey, 14%. Coquitlam, 15%. The pandemic is influencing migration patterns and creating winners and losers in the process. As a whole, the condo market remains strong, but it seems market activity has peaked and will begin slowing as we head into the seasonally slower summer months. But really, here's what else you need to know today. The housing boom is keeping developers busy. There's no question that when the resale housing market is booming, the pre-sale tends to pick up, usually on a lag. This is good news for property developers. They were really concerned at the onset of the pandemic. Nationally, total residential construction surged 22.5% in the past year, and that surpassed all expectations. The strength of the Greater Vancouver pre-sale market played a role in that. A report from Urban Analytics states that there was a total of 10,714 new multifamily home sales in 2020, an increase of 39% compared to 2019. To no surprise, townhouse sales outperformed as people sought out more space during the lockdowns. Urban Analytics reported 4,453 townhome sales in 2020, the highest number over 10 years, exceeding the previous record by 19%. And while concrete condo sales surpassed 2019 levels, they remain well below the levels seen back in 2015 and 16. The pre-sale market is following a similar pattern to the resale market. People are looking for more space and moving further out, away from the city. As a result, developers are steadily increasing townhome prices. In recent months, after realizing prices were not going to fall, investors began piling back into the pre-sale condo market. However, this remains location specific, with downtown and inner city condo markets remaining sluggish. So I'll wrap this report on the greater Vancouver housing market here, and I'll leave you with this pricing guideline from Urban Analytics. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, reach out to me with your questions and comments, and of course, for early VIP access to those pre-sale opportunities that you've been contemplating, be sure to reach out to me for those. So have a great weekend, and bye for now, and we'll see you from my new office next week. Bye.